Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again, and in this video we are going to solve the question which is problem of the day, and the question name is find and replace in string, and its level is medium. And the question is given a string on which you need to perform q replace operation. Each replacement operation has three parameters: a starting index I, a source word, and a target word y. The rule is that if x start at position I in the original string, then we will replace that occurrence of x with y. If not, then we will do nothing. So the question is that we are given a string, and we are given some queries, and in query there are two arrays, that three arrays, that is index, source, and target. We have to check that uh, if a substring, or if we can say that if at index 0 of origin string, if source exists or not. If it exists, then we will replace that source with the target, right? Like here in this case, at 0th index g is, that is true, so we will replace that g with geeks. And at index 4 ks is present, yes. Like this is 0, 1, 2, and this is fourth index, and from fourth index there is starting of ks, so that is true, so we will replace that ks with geeks. So our whole string will become geeks for geeks, g for geeks, and then 4, then ks for geeks, right? Like this we have to do this question. So there may be a lot of ways of doing this question, but the approach which is coming into my mind is I will try to explain on the whiteboard. Let me open my whiteboard, and here I will show you that how to solve this problem. The approach which is coming into my mind, I don't know it will work or not, but let's try. Hope it will work. Like we are given a string, that is G4 ks, right? So G4 k and s, 8, and we are given 0 4. Let me copy this and let me open into paint. Let me do it into paint so that you will be able to understand it clearly. So the condition are this is the given condition. Okay, so we are giving this string. Okay, now what we have to do is that we will just follow the basic approach. Here we are given 0th index, so what I will do, we will just store this, we will just store this string into array. Like I am making an array string which is type int string, and I will store it into an array of length as dot length. Okay, as dot length, and I will store this, so my array will look like g f o r k and s, right? This will our array, it will be our array. Okay, and now I will check that if array of 0 I can say that if substring of 0, substring, if a substring which is starting from 0 and whose length is this one, this length, if it is equal to this, then we can say that we can replace this, uh, then we can replace zeroth index to this one. Okay, similarly, now for at 4, if the substring from the fourth index and of length ks is equal to this source, yes, it is equal to this, so I will update that index to the target. So like here I am updating that target to geeks, and now here also I am updating the target to geeks. But one thing, we are just updating this one, we are not doing anything with this one. So what I will do, I will just make it any other word like dot, I will make it dot, so that I will tell you why I am making this dot. Now our indexes are, our elements are geeks, f o r, geeks and dot, right? Now what we will do, we will just add all these words, we will make a string result and then we will add these words if it is not a dot. Okay, so this is my approach. We will just find a string from this index of length this one, we will check that that substring is equal to this. If yes, if it is true, then we will replace that index with the target. Okay, like in this case only one element need to be changed, so we don't make any other element a dot, but here this is whole, this is a complete substring, so we will just update this element and we will make other remaining element to dot, because they are of no use. So this is my approach. So let's start the coding. First of all, I will make a an array of type string, and the name of array is a, and the length of array is s dot length. Okay. Now what I will do, I will put all the element into array. Here I need to, but these are characters, G is character, so we have to make to, we have to convert it into a string. So what I will do, I will use a basic function that is string, let's say string name is s, and I will, it is of size 1, character size 1, and the string which we want to convert, the character which we want to convert is that one. So that is our character and I will push it into the array. Okay, now right. Okay, so we have convert all the elements into strings and then we have push all the element into a array that that is of type string. Okay, so let's try to uh, print it so that we can see that is there any compile time error or not. Array of I, I am just doing this because when we are just trying to uh, check the output of our intermediate operation, so we need to return the statement, otherwise it will give a runtime error, like I am showing you that it will give a runtime error like this. It is giving a runtime error because we need to return something. So if I return this, it will not give runtime error, it will give an output compile time. Yeah, now we are getting an output, we have convert all the element into strings. Okay, see guys, I am noob in coding, so I am doing a very basic approach which I am thinking in my mind. I don't know it will work or not, but I am just trying. If it will not work, then I'm sorry. So I will try to improve myself. So my output, my array is working. Okay. So I will just comment it. Now I have to check the conditions. For I will run a loop from 0 to I less than q. That is our query I plus plus. Now what I have to do here, I will check if s dot substring. I will use substring method, and what is the index. So like in this case our first query is 0, so from first index, so that is indexing part. Here is index, so index, array of index, array, sorry, here I will put index of I, comma, what will be the length of that substring. If it is if the length of this substring is equal to this length, so what will be the length? That will be sources of I dot length, right? अगर हमारे पास इस इंडेक्स से हमारे पास जो ओरिजिनल स्ट्रिंग है उसके अंदर इस इंडेक्स से कोई सब स्ट्रिंग इसके इक्वल आती है, तो मीन्स या दैट इज ट्रू, वी विल रिप्लेस इट विद द टारगेट. So in from index 0 we are calculating a substring of length of source, and of source. If this substring is equal to this source, then we can say that yeah, we are true, and we will just replace that, or we will just update that element. We will just update that element with the target. So the target is target of I. We will just update. Now what we have to do for this case, because it is only single character, so we don't need to change anything, and we will just update this with the geeks. But here we are having two characters, and in array we will be having two characters like k and s. So when we check the condition that substring from index 4, सबस्ट्रिंग फ्रॉम इंडेक्स 4 ऑफ साइज सोर्स. सो टू साइज की सबस्ट्रिंग लेनी है हमने कि फोर्थ इंडेक्स से. तो फोर्थ इंडेक्स क्या है, ये है के एंड एस, दैट इज इक्वल टू सोर्स, दैट इज ट्रू. So what we will do, we will update that element, that fourth index, to this one. I will update that element with this one, so k will become geeks, but s will remain the same. S will remain the same. So what I have to do, we have to run a loop int j is equal to, what we will do, we will do index of I plus 1, because index we have made that index, we have made that index, sorry, I have to write here index of I. We have to index plus 1, and the j will go to index plus, what I have to write here, I have to write here the length of that element, length of that element, that is source I dot length, right? I'm teaching you that why I write this. So when, like, this is my array g f o r k and s, when at the first query, the at zeroth index, from 0 index 1 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, from 0 index we will take a substring of length this source, right? And then we will check that it is equal to source or not. Yeah, it is equal to source, then we will replace this g to geeks. I have replaced it with geeks. Now at second query we will take a substring of size this source. I have taken a substring from this, and I will just check that ks is equal to this k, this source. Yes, it is. So what we will do, we will replace that fourth index to gigs. Now at the end we will have to add all these elements, so but this s will be extra, so we have to remove it, or we can just make any uh, we will convert a common element that is like dot. Okay, so what we will do, from index, from that index plus 1, from index plus 1 like जे इंडेक्स प्लस वन फ्रॉम एक इससे आगे का इंडेक्स, ठीक है, इससे स्टार्ट करेंगे और लेस देन इक्वल टू इंडेक्स ऑफ आई, बिकॉज here is 4, then the length of source is 2, so 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, that is less than equal to less than 6, so we will go to up to that length. So that's why I write source plus source of length and index, because uh, from index to that length, so I write this. Okay, what we will do, we will make array of j is equal to dot. Okay, now let me print it. Let me just print the array, copy. So I will print it, and let me check what it is giving. It is giving me compile time error. So compile time error is what, index of array is this one, and okay, I forget to increment the j. Now it will run. Still compile time error. What is the error here? Index plus source dot length. Index of I plus source over total length. What is the error here? Source was no, okay. Source, it is sources. See. So let me try to run it again. Now we are getting. So our array is updated to this one. So now what we have to do here, we will make a string of name result, and we will just run a loop from this array, and what we will do, we will add all the elements. If array of I not equal to dot, then we will do result plus equal to array of I, and at the end what we will do, we will return the result. So let me try to run it. So yes, we are getting gigs for gigs. Okay, let me try to run it for the another test case, that is this one. So let me try to, this is same, I think, copy here, and the change is this is 3 and this is s. Okay, let me change it. So yeah, it is also working. So I hope you got it, that how I am doing this. You have to make an array, and you will store all the elements in form of string into that array. Then you will run the query, and you will take a string from this index of size this, and you will check that it is equal to source. Yeah, it is. If it is equal to source, then that replace that array element, that index of array with this target. Okay, but you need to take care of one thing again, that if there are two, in it is only single character, so we need not to make the for loop. But if there are more than one element, then we have to take care of that, because there is array, and we will just update the index, fourth index. So the remaining index, like it is on kth, that is 4, k is at 4, and s is at 5. We just updated kth index, we didn't update this ks, we just updated fourth index. So what we will do, we will make all the rest element equal to dot, and at the end we will just do it. So let me run it. Let me submit it. Will it work or not? Just it will work. It is good. Oh yeah, it is working. It is working. So our code is right, and we got 4 points. So it is my approach. Hope you like it. And if you like it, please subscribe my channel and share this video to your friends. Thank you.